Welcome everybody to Rob's METALWORKS. We have finally made our way up to Austin, Texas. We're here at the Come and Take It Live to support a band that you've definitely heard me talk about. The band from LA. I have Alon and the mastermind Al Joseph of Hyvmine here today.
What's going on?
What's going on, everybody?
Gentlemen, welcome to our show. It is such a pleasure and honor for me to have you here because I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of your music and your releases, and I kind of almost don't know where to start, but I do want to start with you guys because I know you guys are at the heart of this band. And Al, I think much has been said about you and your background. And as I was telling you off camera, I've interviewed all kinds of artists, mainly self-taught people. But you are kind of like at the other end of the spectrum. There, having graduated from Berklee School of Music. Definitely educated in music and the technicality of guitar playing. Talk a little bit about your background and how, after you finished with your education, that you wanted to pursue original music and a band like Hyvmine.
Well, it's actually because I've always, from day one, wanted to pursue my own music, my own expression. I actually didn't graduate Berklee.
Okay.
And so I ventured off like 3 semesters in to do my own thing with the music and with guitar playing, and now we're here. I'm singing in a band again. It's pretty cool.
Was the idea for Hyvmine? People have kind of classified you guys as kind of like this prog rock, prog metal thing. And when people ask me about you guys, I say it's soul metal. That's what I call it. So talk a little bit about what you're delivering musically.
Yeah, you just said it, man. Soul music, man. Soul metal. Yeah, man, for sure, man. Especially with the vocals, I try to bring it. Like Joseph Alon is definitely my biggest influence as a singer, and this guy brought in a lot of like metal roots to the group. So on this new project, he's got a lot of influence on that. So keep me grounded.
So, Alon, did you hook up with Al in LA, or how did you guys kind of get connected?
Yeah, we hooked up through Facebook actually about a year ago, I guess.
Wow,
now.
Yeah. A year back. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So we didn't actually go to Berklee at the same time, but we know a lot of the same people from there, and
cool.
we're into a lot of the same music, and it just worked out. He was looking for guitar players, I was looking for a band, and here we are.
So you guys released your debut release, Earthquake, and you guys, it seems like every time I read about you guys are just doing new stuff. So I kind of first of all want to talk about Earthquake, even though I've kind of heard you guys say, we're already excited about new things. Earthquake is such a really, I think, a great jumping point out of the gate for you guys. So many killer songs on that record. When you think about what you delivered with Earthquake, musically and also production-wise, because it just sounds freaking great on the stereo. What do you think about the release and what it's kind of done for the band so far? Kind of coming out, like I said, it relatively as an unknown band and unknown artist.
Yeah. Like I'm coming from the instrumental guitar stuff, and with that comes a lot of expectation from the fans and from your peers. I think Earthquake was a nice opportunity to show people that we can go our own way, and like you said, the soul metal, that's a very important, because I'm not saying that a lot of metal music doesn't have soul, but we're more about that than the technicality at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. I mean, because I meet a lot of great guitar players, and they just want to kind of, I guess, I don't know, what do you call it, doodle and show off and stuff like that. And I think about, well, I can't remember any of their songs. So it's kind of like, I guess, the shred versus the melody.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it wasn't that way. You know what I mean? I wish we could combine it all, and that's kind of what Earthquake gave us an opportunity to do, was combine those two things, because I still love the shred. I still love the show off. I mean, that's why we play guitar, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to combine that with a good amount of melody and a good amount of memorable, impact. Yeah.
You guys, like I said, are about to also just drop a brand new EP coming up in July. Everyone, if you have not yet seen the cover work for it, it is called Fight or Flight, out in July next month. Be sure to look for it. Kind of also an off the wall kind of release too. Three songs, 30 minutes. And correct me if I'm wrong. Are the 3 songs supposed to be kind kind of looked upon as one opus of music?
Yeah, I mean, Al had this like really epic storyline that he wanted to develop, and we had these 3 songs. We kind of combined them in terms of the storyline. Obviously expands all 3, and there's some like melodic motifs that kind of bleed over from one to the next, but still kind of giving you, each song is still very diverse. It's like a very different part of the story. It's a very diverse sound that you're going to get from one track to the next to kind of better explain what's going on. I guess the narrative is going to better explain the narrative that way.
Should I take for granted that these 3 songs were written after the earthquake kind of experience?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I can definitely hear a difference with what you're delivering on Fight or Flight.
Fight or Flight's about us kind of, it's kind of self-indulgent, really, because we wanted to kind of take the gloves off and show people that we can really fucking play. You know, that's the main thing. And that we can write, that we can take, you know, that soulfulness and stretch it out over a 10-minute period. And, you know, just keep up our chops. You know, we want to be challenged on stage. We're definitely playing one of those songs in this set right now on this tour. So,
is that the Epic Acoustic?
Epicoustic.
Wow, that song is just mind-blowing because it kind of really starts off mellow and then it just gets like totally heavy, like, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, the story, I mean, like, literally we were going through, like, okay, what kind of songs do we want? We want this kind of song. We want an epic acoustic song. And so that was, like, my task was to write the epic acoustic song.
Right.
Hence the epicoustic, right?
I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, so, like, so it was an interesting challenge, too, because I don't play acoustic that much, let alone 6 strings, you know? So I had to, like, that's kind of where you get that, like, that intro and outro is I wrote it on acoustic. All those riffs I wrote on an acoustic. So it's like a challenge to my songwriting to be able to just, like, okay, what can I do physically on this instrument as opposed to what I normally do on like a guitar built for shredding, you know? So it was a fun challenge to kind of get my head around that.
And I guess that would be considered. We hear a lot about that song. At least I have, and that is kind of the first kind of the single quote unquote of the record so far.
Sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
You guys have also kind of done some video work in support of that song. Yeah. Did I see a playthrough on that? You guys throwing down?
Yeah, we have this section where we're going to like a real Avenged Sevenfold inspired thing. It's almost kind of copy and paste, but you know, I wanted to pay. It's kind of an homage to them, and then we go into this ripping like dual sweep arpeggio kind of thing together. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah, real fun.
So you guys are staying busy in the studio. This is your first national tour. Okay, is this? Hopefully, you guys have been in Texas before, have you?
I have actually for a music conference when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying coming back. It's cool.
I always tell people, if you're in Texas, hopefully you have a little chance to hang out and grub a little bit. Have you guys had any chance to eat any good grubs?
Yeah, we've been hitting up the food trucks. The food trucks have been pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been good stuff, dude. I mean, probably eaten more of it than I should have, but no complaints, man. Only good things.
If you guys ever come to San Antonio, we're gonna hook up. I'm gonna take you guys out to eat some good Tex-Mex food. It's the best in San Antonio. So we'll do it, man. So now you're out here with Angel Vivaldi, supporting him, direct support for the Melodic Decadence Tour. What has the reception been? Are you finding that the fans are familiar with the tunes from Earthquake? Are you meeting a lot of guitar nerds out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been surprisingly pretty 50-50. Like, we've never been out here before. We don't know what to expect when we leave LA, So a lot of people come up to us and it's like, oh, I'm so pumped you played this song, or like I heard Shogun on Sirius XM or this or that. And then just as many people come up and say, you guys, I've never heard of you guys before. That was awesome. Like, I didn't know what to expect from you guys, and it was fucking rad. So it's like, we'll take them both. Like, those are both awesome responses to get.
Would you guys, I know that officially the Vivaldi run goes until the end of July or the 20th of July. I know you guys are stopping in LA, your hometown. No better place to do that. But as we look ahead into the fall, as fast as time seems to be going by right now, what do you foresee for yourself in the fall? Would you like to do some more shows, or do you just want to stay busy in the studio? Because I know you guys are always working and have new music up your sleeves. So what on the live show front, is that something that is just as important to you?
Yeah, it's extremely important. It's essential. That's why I'm doing this. That's why we're doing this together. So we're going to be working on a full-length record and just staying in the shop, just like sharpening our tools, and getting ready for that next wave in March. Yeah.
Can you share anything about any of the new music? Like, how far in are you? Are these you have songs already completed? Songs maybe in the works? Any musical direction that you may be pursuing down? Like, is it more fight and flight or more earthquakey? What do you think?
It's going to be a nice blend of those two things.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, expect that.
Come on, Al, give us a little bit more.
I mean, the EP.
I know George, he won't get after us.
No, the EP is pretty much the extent of it right now, you know, and we're going to stretch that out as much as possible. We have a lot of musical stuff. You know, there's a lot of music in there that we can use to make a lot more content. So we're working on that, but really it's just going to be the full length. We haven't started it yet, so yeah, but we'll let everybody know.
And where do you guys record in LA? Obviously, you guys are pretty technically savvy. Do you guys do that yourselves, or do you want to work with a producer, or it's more fiscally better for us to do it on our own?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty much all in-house. Like, we all do it. Like, Al's got a little studio set up. We can just head over there and track everything ourselves, produce everything ourselves. Al's like at the helm of most of this stuff, editing and doing different takes, trying different sounds out. It's all pretty much, we're just doing all of it. Yeah.
And as we talk about that, you know, because obviously, you know, if you're out here touring, you know, I think a lot of fans, music people forget, you know, hey, you know, we have to be able to stay fiscally, you know, in the green to continue to do what we do and to continue to pursue our passion. Obviously, you guys have been in LA and doing music, pursuing your art. Now you're kind of part of the industry. You got management, you got publicists, you got media commitments. You're out here, you know, living, you know, in a van and doing hard work. Is the industry side of it what you had anticipated?
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to take it on.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, like being a part of a label, you know, having management, you know, at some point you got to trust somebody, and I think we got the right guy. Yeah.
No left hooks out of right field, anything like that?
There's going to be plenty of that, you know, but I'm ready to take it on, like I said, you know. So I'm ready to throw them right back, you know. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, don't let this industry get you down, man. Sometimes I've seen it weigh heavily on certain people, and it breaks them down. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the fact that you're young and you're strong and you're out here doing it, man. Now, before I let you go, we're almost done here. I have to talk about guitars because you guys are guitar nerds, and Al, you know, you play your blues 7-string Ibanez with gold hardware. I don't think I've ever seen you, at least on any press photos, with any other guitar. Is that all you play?
Yeah, I got 2 LA Customs. They're about the same thing, man. Those are my babies. I play those.
And Alon, what about you? I saw the one with the acoustic video, and I couldn't tell what kind of guitar it was, though.
Yeah, that's called an Equilibrium guitar. They're based out of Boston.
That's why I know.
Yeah, they're very, very like customizable, like fit to your specs kind of guys. It's an awesome guitar. I love that thing. Yeah.
So, would you guys ever? I mean, are you guys like? Do you guys work with some of these companies at all? Any relationships built there, or is that something you would like to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with Ibanez for 5 years now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you know, those customs, like those guys worked on those for me to my specs, and yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's been helping me shred.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I look forward to seeing you guys tonight. You know, I know I'm gonna love to hear you sing, man, and play that guitar. For all you people out there who also want to see the man and aren't here tonight, you can see their latest video, Cliffhanger. It's out too, right? That's a killer video.
Yeah, man, we did that one out in the sun, really early in the morning. But it was fun. It was awesome. I'm glad how it turned out.
Yeah. Did you obviously, you know, are videos something that you enjoy doing? I mean, the visual component of music these days is just so vital to a band's success.
Yeah. We went out there with Dead Level Media. He's a guy, our buddy Eddie Core out there in LA, and you know, the creative process was great, man. It was like it was rough, it was tough, but getting through it. But we finally came out with a great product. Yeah. Cool.
Well, hopefully we'll see more video work from you guys. I love all of the back end stuff that you guys are doing too. As we end out, Alon and Al, any last words that you want to share with your fans? Anybody who may be hearing about Hyvmine for the first time?
Just that we appreciate your support, guys. It's been awesome meeting you guys on this tour, and we're looking forward to meeting a lot more of you guys and keep knocking out the jams for you.
Yeah, keep listening to us on Spotify and coming out and supporting, and we'll have many opportunities for you guys to do that. So just keep following.
Cool. Thank you, gentlemen, again for your time this afternoon. I know that it's going to be a long day, and it's going to be a fun one tonight too. So I'm anticipating it. Remember, everyone out there, if you have not yet heard of the band Hyvmine, go Google them right now. Their brand new EP's coming out next month, Fight or Flight. Earthquake is already on the streets. Go download it on iTunes right now. It kicks ass. You saw the man, Alon and Al of Hyvmine, only on Rob's Metalworks.